I'm going to be stepping away from Facebook for a minute. They've been censoring my content for a while. I just did a live video. I had over 2,000 people that tuned into me live this morning, which was pretty amazing. So I'm very grateful for all of the star seeds and light workers for stepping up and helping me share my content, because I've been blocked and I haven't been able to. I was trying to explain to people that I was teaching the standard ascension type of stuff. And the second that I pushed past these veils of illusion and found deeper truths within myself and took them back and began to teach, my entire channel got shut down. I haven't been able to stream the same since I reached California and began to level up into higher levels of consciousness with different truths. As long as you're in that spiritual box, you know, it's okay and your videos will circulate. But I'm noticing that when you go against the grain with these spiritual philosophies, like I've had a really hard time sharing my content in crazy kind of ways. So while I do upload my lives onto YouTube from Facebook, I'm going to be stepping aside. Like, I'll still do my lives, but I'm going to be working on my YouTube channel as well and getting a lot of content out. So a lot of you guys are going to have questions for me, topics you want covered. I'm pretty knowledgeable in like all types of stuff since I have such crazy Akashic access. So if you guys want like a topic covered, or you have questions or whatever it is, the best way to reach me right now, since I'm on Facebook ban and I use that platform the most, is to go ahead and shoot me a message on my business page, Sparks of Divine Light Healing, and you guys can go ahead and ask questions, and I'll start to cover them in a series of videos I'm going to do on YouTube, like question and answer, spiritual questions, whatever it is. A lot of you guys are being led to me and not understanding the pull. And like, I just had someone this morning where I was like, oh, you should, you know, sign up for Reiki. And they're like, great, I'll go find a Reiki master. Okay, well, I just told them you're going to be led back to me ultimately. That if you're being led to me in the first place, it's because I'm holding on to a key that you need to access some of these things that you brought within you. And it's only through obligating and unlocking those contracts that you guys are going to get where you need to be. So ultimately, I've had a lot of people do that where they're like, great, they go take the Reiki and then they have to come back and deal with me anyways. So a lot of you guys are being led to me just because of my role and what I do on my own mission as a teacher and a healer, which is pretty amazing. I am seeking to inspire. I've been coming at people with some very powerful energy and some powerful messages today. It is apparent that we cannot do this. As much as humanity is being assisted right now, this will not work the way things are going. That we actually need everyone to obligate their spiritual contracts they made to serve humanity during this time. And until everyone steps into their missions and their roles, this isn't going to come together. And the thing is that I keep telling everyone that there is a crazy time countdown going on for humanity. One you guys should remember, and you should feel an urgency to respond at this time. Like, we're putting out crazy vibrations and crazy energy on galactic levels. We have just entered a space storm. It's going to pick up intensity till after the new moon. So while this energy is kind of hitting us, we're going to have that new moon energy hitting along with those galactic, you know, frequencies. It's going to be very, very intense. We are sending you galactic energies to help you with your ascension and to help activate you to step into your mission, which is pretty amazing. You guys should be taking chlorella. You guys should be drinking a lot of distilled water, and you guys should be working on healing yourself. I keep on coming back with the same messages that humanity is going to have to step away from everything that we know to be true, that we contracted to learn somewhere else eventually, and that people are working on the wrong things right now. You're going to notice that people are lost in these illusions, that people are waking up and, you know, doing the American dream, but in a spiritual sense, and believing that we've reached this plateau of the fifth dimension. It will be actually somewhere else. It will be on another timeline. It will not be in the same place. I know I was one of the ones that would teach that we're just going to be in the higher densities in the same place, but that's not accurate. We're actually going to be relocated. And the thing is that you're not going to be able to bring your things, even the crystals, with you. So you may want to take a step back from everything going on in your life and go inward. Like, this is an inward journey through consciousness, and you're not going to achieve peace by manifesting it into your home and collecting things. You're going to do it like on an internal level by doing inner work and healing. I'm trying to explain, a lot of my Reiki students are at an amazing place. I am seeking to activate and train the next wave of healers, which is pretty amazing to be part of. And a lot of my Reiki students are realizing that their relationships are going to have to go. Their houses are going to have to go. They're going to have to step away at some point because your power has been being taken your whole existence here. Yes, I know. I'm talking to the gifted ones. I understand that. But you don't understand how powerful you will be or how powerful you were before you came here. That's what we have to get back to. And I keep on telling everyone that it's like we've become data encrypted or basically locked up with the, encrypted information that we carry. I'm not sure on what levels, but at some point humanity was kind of locked and deactivated. And now this is a process of activating ourselves and getting back to what we brought here. I'm going to do a couple of cards for this energy storm to give you guys kind of like an update on what you guys could be doing. The trick is to stay really grounded. It's an amazing energy. An amazing energy to be doing energy work, to be healing, and to be manifesting, resting, spending time, meditating. Just like I said, I love this card. It's got the sea salt, the meditation, and the nature. Get out into nature. Ground. You guys need more salt baths. Salt is the best detox there is for humanity, but it also purifies our soul on deep levels. More salt, more meditation with the storm. And I think that we all know, I was just explaining to one of my Reiki students that I'm doing some healing work on today, that literally the point of all this is love. There's nothing else in this illusion. Any contract you've ever taken was to lead you to love ultimately. These are deep lessons in love, and ultimately we all manifest a love that is in alignment with our higher selves and our missions. And I know a lot of you guys are buying into this twin flame propaganda like I did when I first awoken. But let's get real. As much as we think that these unions are part of our mission and supporting who we are ultimately, I think that if we take a deeper look past these ego personalities, that you'll realize that I don't think any of us have really manifested that holy grail kind of love yet. We're still working on ourselves. So I really, I did that twin flame journey as well. But it would not make sense that I would attract that type of union when I still had healing work to do. I see the people who say they're in twin flame unions as they're still doing a lot of healing. And it's another layer of ego programming. Set aside those labels. We seek to put these things into words, into English, and to better understand them. But in labeling things, it becomes dangerous and we limit our own realities. So we're looking for a love that is past all of those kind of labels. Prosperity. The goal for humanity is a true abundance. Like, no one has to be living in lack. We don't have to be doing this prison planet paradigm. We brought templates to beautiful places with us. Someone was saying, I think everyone is starseeds. We all have different soul origins. You guys can always reach out to me if you're wondering what those are. We all were made in different spaces and places, and we have different imprinting, and it's pretty beautiful and amazing. But it's also creating a lot of confusion amongst the star seeds, where a lot of, like I said, this information has been kind of encrypted and we can't access it. So in order to get back to these spaces and these templates and these realities that we brought back with us, we must unlock ourselves. And it's pretty amazing. You're going to do that through activating yourself. Someone was asking me this morning, what kind of books can I read? I told them I'm never reading a book again, and I mean it. Like, you couldn't pay me to read a book. And I had to unlearn everything that I learned from these books and other people's perspectives. It's pretty much like the Bible. It's beautiful, it's amazing, but I'm here to have my own spiritual experiences, not to follow someone else's that may or may not be accurate. So I think we need to set aside these notions that we're going to ever learn things in a book. The worst people, the worst problems people have is reading too much information and trying to intellectualize the spiritual. This is not a logical process. It's one of intuition. It is one of spiritual energy. So I know that we think we can grasp these things with our minds by overloading ourselves with knowledge, but it's going to be in letting go of everything in our minds, going back to that space of peace, and by following our intuition and this spiritual energy. It is not something that can be read or understood that way. It's going to be felt on a deep level. There is a conscious energy that has been guiding you your entire existence. You know, our intuition might not be that strong, but if you think about it, that is your internal compass, and it's been guiding you for a long while. So it's time to get back to those spaces. Don't make any big decisions right now. The people that are around me for a while know I'm always giving you your messages early. At the beginning of the year, I told you these energies are about to get really intense. Your body's changing from the inside out, so you are taking on too many projects. You're too immersed in your 3D realities with your jobs, your houses, and everything going on around you. Any of that is only going to distract you from your missions and your higher purposes. Stop overloading yourself. We're supposed to simplify. So one of the reasons why I ended up leaving my last relationship with the twin flame was while I was trying to liberate myself, he was seeking to entangle himself more. Like he was going to get a new car and another payment, and he was seeking to add payments to his existence while I was trying to extract myself and liberate myself. And it became apparent that we just had different paths. I am here for a spiritual purpose, and while I was trying to liberate, I felt like I was just being tied down. We need to simplify. People are waking up and taking on too many responsibilities. It's time that we get back to simpler spiritual basics. And in doing so, we have more time to focus on ourselves. If we're too busy, we're going to be exhausted. This is an energetic balancing of sorts. So if you want to manifest true prosperity, we're going to do so by taking a step back and working on our energy. You know, your energy is going to draw any of your experiences to you. Your DNA is like a projector for your reality. So if you don't like your reality, perhaps you have some genetic things that you need to heal. We took on a lot from our relatives, our parents, past traumas, past lives, all stored in our DNA. It is time that we now activate, upgrade, and integrate that into who we are now. And in doing that, you can really change your whole reality and everything that you're attracting to you. And then once again, the love card. We're getting ready, like I said, for a complete love that is more in vibrational alignment with our higher selves and who we're meant to be. This is going to be one that will complement our missions, not to take our power through it. Use your discernment. Like I said, while I thought I was on my mission for 3 years, it really just started now, and that's been training for me. Use your discernment with your relationships as well. Only in letting go can we create something new. So a lot of people are holding on to their old jobs, their old lives, whatever it is, old relationships. Let go now. It will really do wonders for you spiritually. That's how you elevate, by letting go of the things that are toxic for you or not good for you. I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this. Reach out, ask questions, shoot me an inbox, question on Facebook so I can cover them on videos. Love and light.